What is going on, my guys? Welcome back to my channel. I am Garrett with Game by the Beach. We are back with another subscriber co-op battle, but this time with a twist. We are trying to go full free-to-play, no legendary cards allowed, and let's see how we can do. We're going up with my boy Rip Trey. He's been here on this channel for a long time, helping me out, doing all these cool things. Let's see how far we can get. Let's break down exactly what we're trying to do with this deck. Like I said, free to play. Everybody wants free play. There's definitely going to be more free to play videos on in the future for regular PvP because I feel like that's where the importance is. But let's do it for co-op. So Zealot is probably your best damage unit for co-op. For free-to-play PvP, it would probably be something... I got something in my eye. Speaking of something. Something like Engineer, Alchemist, Thunderer. Those are pretty good cards. I also have Alchemist in this deck. The toughest part about going free-to-play is that you don't have those support cards, such as Harlequin, Dryad, Summoner, Shaman. Which Shaman is a support card on co-op. It's one of the best... one of the best cards in co-op because it just levels everybody up. It's really, really good. But Zealot, my damage dealer. Grindstone increases critical damage. It's in everybody's deck. Throw it in there. Bombardier freezes things, right? I don't want my deck or my board to get messed up. I want to try and kill Bedlam as soon as I can. I just realized I don't have any cauldrons on my map. All right, there's a cauldron. Let's just combine out here one time. Combine out here one time. I'm trying to get grindstones, things next to grindstones. Didn't really work out there. But, yeah, grindstone's super important. Alchemist, another really great damage unit. And then I have Cauldron in there because it works well with Zealot. And over time, co-op takes so long often that Cauldron's going to be really, really beneficial. And basically right here, you kind of have to get rid of the idea with like Harlequin, Summoner, Mime, Priest. Well, I guess you could use Priestess, but Priestess and Mime is a terrible combo because you're only getting half the profit. Shouldn't say terrible, but I hate that combo. So you're not really able to just kind of spam things out and do things like that. When you're free to play, you got to combine out things that are actually similar, right? As soon as I get 3 Bombardiers of the same thing on the board, I'm going to combine them out. Okay, as soon as I get 3, if I had anything else, Bombardiers, Alchemist, really I should just combine everybody out as long as I have some sort of a damage unit on the board and just keep going from there. I'm going to combine out Grindstones, let's combine out another one. Now we have a rank 3 Zealot, that's really big. I would love to have more Cauldrons on my board. I'm actually going to level up my Cauldron one more time. It's just kind of a slow build-up, and that's the main reason that I have Bombardier. For when Bedlam hits, hopefully I can keep my board looking the same way, right? I don't want it to switch me around because then we'll get in trouble. But I have Bombardier. He's got Slow and Cold Mage. He's got Chemist to increase his damage. He's got Executioner to finish off the bosses and all the mini-bosses. He's got, what the heck is it called? Reaper to instant kill things. A high-ranking Reaper is really, really useful. And then he also has the Portal Mage, which as you just saw right there, perfect timing. It sends units back to the beginning of the board. We need units like that, Cold Mage, Bombardier, to give us enough time to really try and push forward in co-op. Okay, so that's our strategy. Let's try and make sure that we get our board set up the way we want. We got another Bombardier. Let's do another one over there. That's pretty good for us. I'm just pretty much combining out as much as I can. I'm going to come down here. Another Zealot. Pretty good start for us, to be perfectly honest. One of the reasons I love Zealot, and I'm not really going to be doing it in this game, but if I'm trying to grind, like I'm trying to get through chests and get a bunch of tokens or things like that, I'll play Zealot in co-op just because I know I'm going to be able to get pretty far, at least, or you should be able to get pretty far. And the longer you wait, the longer you do nothing, the more your damage builds up. So if I just hang out and let my Zealots do the trick, do what they do, I'm going to increase damage over time because that's how Zealot does it, right? So the damage is based upon how much mana you have in your hand. So Really, I should be trying to get up these cauldrons as soon as possible. Finally, we have 3, which is pretty good. And the more cauldrons we have on the board, the better. And I should really try and let it build up as much as I can, all the way up until Bedlam. And then after that, you kind of combine out. But our board looks pretty good. Can't complain too much. I'm split in a decision between either leveling up all my units or trying to wait and have my mana build up a bit more. Let's just get our cauldron to max first, and then we'll kind of hang out, because we're not in danger of losing right now. We shouldn't be in danger of losing anytime soon, realistically. And between his instant kills and his portal keeper, portal master, portal mage, that guy, we should be in pretty good shape. It'll help us out. The only reason I really don't like portal keeper, and maybe this is more prevalent in PvP, but sometimes you're going up against a boss and you just know that you're not going to be able to take it out. So say you're going up against Warlock, okay? Warlock over time shoots a meteor down, takes away one of your units, right? So if you're not going to kill Warlock and you just keep sending it back to the beginning of your board, it's going to keep getting more and more health and keep taking units out. Brutal. It is brutal going up against that. But we have 1200 mana, 1300 mana now. We're starting to chill. We're getting 20 per piece mana from the cauldron. So now we're getting into a little bit better spot here. I'm just going to do my grindstone a couple times and my zealot. And I think we're pretty good. I noticed that I'm actually running Snowflake in this deck, which honestly, this is actually the first time I've ran Snowflake. Absolute first time I've ran Snowflake. Got her from that awesome pack opening. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. It was a lot of fun. And we're in a pretty good spot here. Let's get another one here. We don't need so many bombardiers. We got another zealot. Pretty good. Let's go here. Okay. I'm going to combine down here. And over here. And over here. Okay, we're now out of mana, but we did level our people up pretty good. I love getting my things to rank 3 when we're about to go up against Bedlam, even though that's usually because I have Harlequin, and I obviously don't have Harlequin right now. I was also trying to level up because if I got a level 3 or rank 3 Cauldron, I would have been in really good shape. Actually, it was really poor timing on my part to level everyone up right there. But we should have no problem taking him out. He's slowing him down for me, so that's really good. And let's just get our grindstone up one time. But you'll probably see, if it shifts it back to the beginning of the portal, his whole board is going to be hidden. And, it's hidden or frozen. Which would be just pretty funny. But we took him out. We should be okay. Our goal, I'm not exactly sure. I mean, I said this in the last co-op video, and you guys really like the co-op videos. I'm not sure why. Well, I shouldn't say I'm not sure. I love co-op, and I don't nearly put enough of them out. But my goal is always get past 30. And then once I've gotten past 30, my goal is always like 50, 60. I feel like I can get to 60-ish pretty regularly. Getting to 100 is the ultimate goal, but goodness gracious me, it's hard. It's really I've never done it. I've never gotten to 100. If you think you can get me to 100, let me know in the comments, and I'll try and play with you. I'm totally down. I'll try to switch people around and try to get to 100, and we'll make a video on it. And if we don't get to 100, I'll kick you out of my friends list. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I'd love to do that, even though it'll take like an hour. But I'm still down. Starting to build up our mana. You can see how hard the zealots hit. Pretty good, to be honest. And I'm really just kind of worried about Bedlam. We're split between, do I level everybody up, or do I wait and try and build up my mana to go up against Bedlam, because I know that's going to increase my damage. I don't have the answer for you, boys. I don't have the answer. We also don't, I mean, man, free to play, it's hard. It's hard. I've never said it's not hard. It's definitely easier with Legendaries. Harlequin is so good against Bedlam. Dryad's pretty good against Bedlam, unless you get stuck with a million of them. Summoner is the best card against Bedlam. You just switch them all around, do all that. But hopefully we can just switch pretty well with similar cards. So right now I could switch my Alchemists, I could switch my Cauldrons, right? We can get ourselves in a pretty good spot. We took out that mini boss pretty well right there. So I feel good. I feel good about that. That was important. Let's just get these guys up there. 3,000 mana still after maxing out 2 units and getting our Bombardier up to 4. And we should be in a decent spot. Bombardier, we do have a rank 3 on the board. That's huge. Let's actually get him to max. That's the last thing I'm going to do because Alchemist, I don't have that many Alchemists on my board right now, so I'm not really worried about him. If Bedlam switches us around and he gets to high ranking, then I'll try to level him up a little bit more. But right now, my primary damage unit is my Zealot. So I need to make sure that A, it's maxed out, and B, we have a decent amount of mana to try and get the damage. That's always how I'm trying to think about these things. So for another 3 waves, we're going to be hanging out. I should probably be up to like 5,000-ish mana by the time Bedlam hits, which isn't bad. Which isn't that bad. I mean, you can get to 10,000, 15,000 where it's really hitting hard. But 5,000 isn't horrible. We might even be able to get more. Let's see how far we get on this, because we'll get through this wave, and we'll get one more wave to just build up our mana. Yeah, it'll probably be about 5,000. He's got a lot of cold. He's got a chemist. He's got a nice high-ranking portal master. So the biggest thing for him going up against Bedlam right now is going to be that he has that executioner. So hopefully I can damage them a lot. He can slow them a lot. Actually, it shouldn't even matter because he's going to slow down his Bedlam a lot, but they're also going to get switched around a bunch. So we're at 5,500 mana. Let's see how fast we can take this guy out. Ooh, we're chugging through him. Come on, baby. Bombardier, Zealot combo. Oh, it switched us around. Honestly, not even that bad, though. Really not that bad. Let's go. Yeah, we should be perfectly fine. We now have a couple of high-ranking Alchemists. We don't have any Bombardiers. So let me just come down here. Okay, I'm actually going to come up here. That was a pretty good play right there. Come on, don't give me a... Okay. Okay, I don't mind that at all. Let's go over here. Okay, look at this. I'm just going to come down here one time just because it's touching a grindstone. Love that. Let's level him up. I didn't even notice if we took him out pretty quickly or not, but we've got 2 rank 3 Zealots, 2 rank 2s. We've got a rank 3 Alchemist, a rank 2 Alchemist, and some pretty high-ranking grindstones as well, touching high-ranking Zealots. So everything's maxed out at this point. We've got 6,000 mana. We beat 30. That was our first mini goal, right? And he's got some pretty high-ranking Reapers, which is going to help massively against waves. So you can see they're taking him out pretty quick. There's an instant kill, there's an instant kill, 2 instant kills, 3 instant kills, 4, right? So he's instant killing pretty well. We're unpacking the punch against the bosses and things like that. And we did chat before this in my Discord just to make sure that we're on the same page and we're doing the same thing. So let's get one more guy on our board, another Zealot. Not the end of the world. I could turn that into something else. Let's see if we can get a Bombardier. Nope, we got another grindstone, but again, not the end of the world. I mean, it's touching one rank 1 Zealot, but not terrible. And we're still chugging along, so I can continue to combine out as much as I want. I'm actually going to combine out here, and I'm going to come up here. There's a Zealot. That's pretty good. Let's combine out here. Another Bombardier is pretty good. So wave 35, we've got 8,000 mana. Let's try to get up to 10,000 mana to aid our 3 rank 3 Zealots now and 2 rank 2s. So we also got a rank 3 and 2 rank 2 and a rank 1 Alchemists, and we've got pretty nicely positioned grindstones. We've only got 2 rank 1 Bombardiers, but that's not the end of the world. They're still going to try really hard. They are maxed out, so they should do pretty well. Oh, and I keep forgetting that I've got Snowflake. I wish you guys had a way of reminding me that I have Snowflake, because I'm going to forget that I can use it at some point. But we're chugging through these guys pretty well. Yeah, I was gonna say the only thing we don't have is like a lot of splash, but he does have Cold Mage, I do have Bombardier, and I have Alchemist. So those are our splash, to where I'm hitting frontmost units, just single target, pretty high damage Zealot, and then he's got Executioner to finish them off. So really, when they're in the middle of our boards, that's when we're going to do the most damage. We're going to have the Chemist, we're going to have Zealot, we're going to have Grindstone, Alchemist, Bombardier, Cold Mage, everything coming all at once. And if we get in a lot of trouble, I'll just spam my Snowflake and we should be pretty good. But wave 40, what's wave 40? I think it's Warlock. When Warlock comes down, let's try our best to merge people out. I don't want him to just take away units, because we might as well start getting some rank 4 units on our boards, because we have a bunch of rank 2s. So let's try and take this guy out as soon as we can. Okay, that's all of our Bombardiers. A little bit unfortunate there. Let's get one more unit. Oh, we got another Bombardier. Freeze that boy. He's going to slow him down at some point. Okay, Alchemist is there. He is hit, so pretty cool situation right there. It got to the middle of our board, so it got hit with Slow, and it got hit with Chemist, which he doesn't even have any more Chemist on his board, which is a little bit interesting. But then he sent it back to the beginning of my portal, and he still had that effect of Chemist and Cold, to where I can just do all the damage and get increased damage, increased slow, and really just take him out as fast as I can. So pretty unique right there. We're taking him out. I hope his Portal Keeper doesn't send him back to the beginning, because we need to take him out. Okay, an Execution right there took him out. Let's start merging our rank 2s. Rank 3 Chemist right there. Pretty good. Let's go here. Okay, that's not what we wanted. Here. Oh, another Bombardier. Okay. So, pretty decent right there. I could combine out my rank 3 Grindstones, even though they're touching some pretty good stuff. The one in the middle is just so beefy that I don't want to really combine it out, but that's kind of my only play at this point. So let's just hang out for right now, see how much trouble we're in, because my boy's bored. That's exactly what I was talking about. Warlock is brutal with the Portal Keeper, so he probably got hit like 4 times at least. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He might have gotten hit like 5 or 6 times by the Warlock, because he kept sending it back to his board and didn't give me a chance to kill it at first. So definitely not bad. Our Cauldrons are doing work. The rank 3 is doing 28 every blip, so that's pretty nice. And we're already at wave 43. He's got a nice high-ranking Executioner and a couple of high-ranking Reapers. I wish he definitely had more Reapers just to be taking them out. They're doing pretty good, though. Looking up at his board, they're doing pretty good. I also wish he had some more high-ranking Chemists for when they got in the middle, and I could do more damage, because Chemist isn't really helping his board at all. Maybe a little bit with Cold Mage, but you know, the Executioner and Reaper are all instant kills. So it would be better to have a unit that does splash, because then you get a chance of an instant kill to different types of units, to where Chemist is really useful against units that I have on my board. So his Chemist is super useful when they're in the middle, but when they're stuck on his side of the board, they're not super useful. So we're still just hanging out here. I don't exactly know what I want to do for a play. I still think my only play is really those 2 Grindstones. What do you guys think? Should I do the Grindstone? We're sending them back to the beginning. Pretty good. I might as well do it. Let's just do it. Okay, I'm going to combine out here. We got a nice Grindstone right back over there. No, it's not touching a Zealot, but that's okay. We have 1 Zealot that's touching a rank 2 Grindstone down there, and we still have a couple of rank 3s. So pretty good board, I would say, even though our Bombardier and like these guys aren't terrific in spots, but that's okay. That's okay. I could also combine out rank 3 Alchemists. Oh, he spammed me with an emote a while ago. I should spam him back. Whee! That one's... I do like that one. But I would say we're doing pretty well. Between him sending everybody back to his portal, me doing a bunch of splash with Alchemist, we have almost 20,000 mana at this point. I'm feeling pretty confident, and we're taking things out pretty quickly as well. So, Zealot hitting the frontmost monster, Alchemist doing a bunch of damage everywhere. Definitely not bad. Every time they get into the middle of our board, it's just a cluster, and they do a lot of damage. It's a really nice combination in the middle of our board. So if they get there, not the end of the world. And just remember that I also have Snowflake. This is more of a reminder for me than you. Just a reminder that I have Snowflake that will clear the board. I don't know if it completely clears the board, but definitely does a ton of damage to all units. And I'm assuming it's just the units on my side of the board. It won't go this way and that way. Right? This part, I don't think on his side of the board it'll hit. So going up against wave 48, 50 is in our sights, and 50 is what? Tribunal or is it Puppeteer? I always forget. But either way, if it's well, Puppeteer's not going to do anything for us really, but if it's Tribunal, we'll have a lot of things that we're going to be able to switch around, and we've got 23,000 mana. So the more Zealots, the better, to be perfectly honest, even though Alchemist is doing work too. And we can just kind of continue from there. So the coffee is still hot. That is what you like to see. He's taking things out really quickly. It must be his instant kills. Even though I'm not seeing a ton of them. But now he's got some nice high-ranking chemists. That's what I wanted to see for a while. Wave 50, here we go. It's Tribunal. Spam a little bit. Let's come down here. Bombardier. Hopefully our Zealot can do a little bit of work. He's going to be able to pause his guys with his hero. But I'm only going to be able to... So let's do what now? So hopefully we'll be able to take these guys out. He's going to have to keep on sending them back to the portal. And hopefully we can do a little something here. Holy smokes. So down below 2 million, my boss. Almost a million here. His portal guy is helping us a ton. So I might be able to take this guy out right now. And I'm actually going to make a bunch of plays once this wave is over, because I need to get my board looking nice again. Down to 3 million. I guess he used his hero at one point. He needs to spam him back to the board. No, dude, don't lose. Come on, spam him back to the beginning of the board. No, dude. Oh, Executioner for the win. Whoo. Executioner for the win. Let's combine out over here. And I'm going to combine out over here. Grindstone, let's go up here. Trying to really make some plays here. Ew, we don't need so many of those. Oh my gosh. Good thing we have a million things of mana. Let's come on. Give me a... Ooh. Very, very ugly. Let's come down here. Up here. There's a Zealot. There's a Grindstone. That's pretty nice next to a Zealot. Combine out here. Alright, I think our board looks slightly better. We have some nice high-ranking Grindstones next to some Zealots and some high-ranking Alchemists. And we're still at 18,000. After all those plays, we're still at 18,000 mana. So you can see we're holding off pretty good right in the beginning of our board. Make them sit in that Alchemist poison. I don't even know what it is. And pretty good. And I also forgot to really look at how much damage the Snowflake did. But hey, wave 50 was a little bit crazy, but we did take it out. And now we're on wave 54, trying to get... So the mini boss is going to be tough at 55. And then at 60, we go up against Puppeteer, correct? So Puppeteer is going to be really, really tough, especially with him running the portal guy, sending him back every single time. So over time, he's just going to keep leveling us down. We're both going to be down at like zero unit levels by the time we take it out, even if we can even get to Puppeteer. So wave 55, here we go. Good luck. Yeah, it really is a It really is a tough one. 55 is always a tough one. He's got such nice Reapers. Hopefully he can just take all the Reapers out. The Reaper can just take all the random monsters out, but this is going to be difficult. Let's do this right now. I guess that freezes and damages, so that's pretty good. His Reaper took everything out, so now it's just the mini bosses. And he's still got... It's actually a nice combination that I have Snowflake and he has Trainer, because he can halt them if he needs be. I can do a little bit of damage to everybody if need be. So pretty good. We took out his monster. I'm going to take out my monster. No problem. And on to the next one, as they say. So the only... Do I even have a play? The only plays I could make right now would be combining out 2 rank 3 Zealots. So I'm not going to do that. Even if it would open up a couple of plays, because then I would just get 1 rank 1 Bombardier, and then I would be out of plays, and I'd have like a rank 4 Grindstone in the middle of nowhere or something like that. So let's avoid that. Wave 56, if you can get past the mini boss, chances are you can get to the regular boss, because I think most typically you lose to a boss. Sometimes you beat the boss, and then the very next wave you lose, but I would say those are the only times you lose. Mini boss, regular boss, or the wave directly after the regular boss, because the regular boss, you took it out, but it puts you in such bad shape that you don't have another play to make, and you're stuck, and they're just going to come through and take your lunch. So he's got a ton of executioners. I don't think it really... Does it benefit to have a bunch of those? I don't know. Maybe. Okay, we got Snowflake back. I guess it took us about 3 waves. It took us about, yeah, 2 to 3 waves to get our Snowflake back. And I really don't know if it's worthwhile using it for bosses. I mean, it slowed everybody down. That was evident. It didn't do a ton of damage. I've seen it in PvP do a lot of damage, but when I used it, it was eh. But I feel like I'm hard to impress, because I've just seen Meteor take out a 10 million boss, as you guys remember. So now anything below that, I'm like, it's not that powerful. But we're taking it out pretty good between his Executioner and Reaper. He's got another Portal Keeper. That was crazy. Did you see how fast everyone just started? That was pretty cool. And why did he hit me with an... Oops, I don't know what he did. But here we go. Puppeteer. We're freezing him right in his spot. Hopefully we can start taking this guy out pretty quick. Under 8 million. Let's see how far we can get him down before he starts moving everybody around. Under 7 million. Ranked us down 1 time there. He's now at almost under 6 million. Again, I'm split between, should I keep leveling people up or should I just let it happen? At 5.5, I guess we'll just do these guys, because we need maximum damage to take these guys out. We're at 4.5. This is just going to be brutal. This is just going to be us bleeding mana this entire time. And it's going to be really, really tough. So let's get our Zealot back up to max. 3.4 on mine, 7.5 on his. And they're kind of going back and forth in the middle of their board. There we go. So now we're taking out mine together, which is best case. Hopefully it can stop moving me around, leveling me down. We need to take this guy out ASAP, and then we can work together on the next guy. So here we go. We're taking him out 1.6. Froze him for a second. Our grindstones are everything. All of our units are just all over the place. Almost got him down to 1 million. I feel like I'm talking about a horse race or something. Under 1 million. This is exactly what I was talking about. Moved us all around. Because there's so much slow, because he's got the portal guy, it is really useful. But at the same time, we're going to level down all of our stuff. Let's do this just to help slow for an extra second. Try and take these guys out. I'm leveling all my guys back up. He's got to send his back to the portal, boys. Send him back. Or maybe Executioner can do work. 3.5. Oh, we're stopping him in his tracks. I'm leveling everybody. Oh, Grindstone's pretty important too. Forgot about Grindstone. Send him back. You got those portal guys. Send him back. 1.5 million. Come on, dude. 1.2. Oh, no. Oh, Executioner. Executioner for the win. Oh, my goodness. Executioner was crazy. Let's max everybody back out. Good luck. This is what I was talking about. Going to be really, really tough to take all these guys out. I didn't realize this was the mini boss on wave 61, even though I probably should have. And we are absolutely going to lose on this, even though he's got instant kills, which is super useful. But that is going to be it. Holy smokes! After such a great battle in that boss against Puppeteer, we had to go up against the mini boss, and holy smokes, they just ran right through us and took us out. But that was a lot of fun. I'm hoping to do more of this in the future. Some free to play stuff, some playing with subs and stuff. It's all good and it's all for fun. And another wave 61, I think that's what the last one was too. Clearly, that mini boss, Bannerlord is his name, is really, really tough to take out, especially if I'm running Grindstone in my deck. But that's going to be the end of this YouTube video, guys. If you enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will check you guys out in tomorrow's video.